Luke chapter 15 opens up with some tension. Tax collectors and sinners are both drawing near to Jesus. The Pharisees and the scribes, the religious people, they're grumbling. They're saying this man, Jesus, receives sinners and he eats with them. Basically, he's hanging out with the wrong people. And so here you have two groups. You have the messy people, the sinners, and then the religious people. And so Jesus responds to this whole situation by telling three stories. First, he tells a story about a lost sheep. A shepherd has 100 sheep. One sheep wanders off. Then the shepherd leaves the 99 to go after the one, which is a little weird. But then he finds it, and he doesn't just move on, he throws a massive party over one sheep. That's weird. Next, Jesus tells a story about a coin. A woman has 10 coins and she loses one. So she lights a lamp, she sweeps the entire house, she searches carefully, and then when she finds it, she throws a massive party over one coin. That's weird. Then Jesus moves on to probably his most famous parable, the parable of the prodigal son. The stakes rise here. It's not a sheep, it's not a coin, it's a son. And a younger son walks up to his father and basically says, I want my inheritance now, which in that culture means I wish you were dead. And shockingly, the father gives it to him. So the son leaves and he wastes everything and he ends up feeding pigs, which is rock bottom. So then he decides to go home and ask his father to be a servant. He's expecting rejection, but Jesus says, while the son was still a long way off, the father saw him, which means the father was looking for him. And the father runs, which is weird because in that day, patriarchs did not run. The father embraces the lost son. He restores him and he throws a massive party. Are you starting to see the pattern in these three parables? Something is lost, something is sought, something is found, and then a party, a celebration is thrown. But then there's another son in the parable, one who's angry. The older brother. The older brother basically says to the father, I stayed, I obeyed, I did everything right, man. And the son refuses to go into the party. So the father does something weird again. The father goes out to the older brother. The father seeks both sons. And the father tells the brother, we had to celebrate because your brother was dead and now he's alive. He was lost and now he's found. And then the story just ends. No resolution, no Hallmark movie ending, because the real question here isn't really about the sons, it's meant to show us about the Father. Luke 15 shows us a God who searches for us, a God who runs to us, a God who celebrates with us and for us. Jesus is looking at two groups, the messy people and the religious people. The sinners are drawing near and the religious people are grumbling. And Jesus asked the question to both of them, will you come inside?